Beneath Michigan's tranquil
Are you here
beauty
with us?
lies a darker side, where legends of the past refuse to rest. Shadows flicker in old lighthouses, and faint cries echo through forgotten forests. Here are the top 4 most haunted places in Michigan that a lot of people don't know about. So let's dive in. Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island, with its picturesque landscapes and historic charm, has long been a place of mystery and intrigue. Legends abound about the island's haunted past, and so a team of investigators decided to spend the night at one of its oldest houses, hoping to uncover the truth. But what they experienced that night would leave them questioning the very fabric of reality. The investigators were deep into their overnight vigil at a historic house on Mackinac Island when the first unsettling sound broke the silence. It was just after 3 a.m. when one of them, half awake, heard footsteps coming from upstairs.
It's just after 3. And I'm telling you, I just heard footsteps coming from upstairs.
The sound was faint but unmistakable, slow, deliberate steps echoing through the house, chilling the air around them. One investigator quickly roused their companion, trying to rationalize the noise, but both knew deep down that the house was far from empty. They checked the layout to confirm no one was supposed to be upstairs. Brian, their third companion, was downstairs, asleep, yet the footsteps continued. Reluctantly, they made their way upstairs, their breath visible in the frigid air. As they reached the second floor, an unnatural cold seemed to settle over the hallway, almost biting at their skin. It was then that they decided to use the spirit box, a device known for transmitting supposed otherworldly voices through radio frequencies. The air around them thickened with an uneasy tension. They asked questions, seeking some form of communication. "Is anyone here with us?" Suddenly, the atmosphere grew even colder, and a sharp, chilling noise broke through the static. The device seemed to speak, offering a cryptic response. The word "dead" echoing eerily through the room. Was it a warning, or the answer to their question?
Oh, it's cold.
It's really cold up there.
You see anything?
Nothing.
No. Oh, they haven't. The REM pod. Oh, it's dead.
No,
Dead.
I did not just say that.
It just absolutely did.
The cold deepened as the device continued to hum, offering only the chilling echo of the word. With every click and hum of the spirit box, the presence in the room felt stronger, more tangible. Was it an entity trying to make contact, or just the house itself, settling in the dead of night? Each moment felt like an eternity, and as the cold deepened, they could no longer ignore the feeling that something, or someone, was there with them, watching from the shadows.
Are you here with us? Was this your room?
But when the device fell silent again, the room remained still, the cold receding, and the unsettling sense of being observed lingered in the air. Whatever presence had been there, it had vanished, leaving only the eerie quiet of the house behind. They decided to check the footage in the morning, but the night would continue to haunt them.
Check on it in the morning.
Siskiyou Point Lighthouse. The Siskiyou Point Lighthouse stands as a silent sentinel on the shores of Lake Michigan, its beam piercing the darkness since 1895. But beyond its historic role as a guiding light, the lighthouse is steeped in eerie tales that blur the lines between past and present. One night, the Upper Peninsula Paranormal Research Society set up their equipment and ventured outside, leaving the lighthouse seemingly empty. From the parking lot, 2 members noticed something unsettling, a shadow gliding past one of the windows. At first, they thought it was a trick of the light, but when they focused on the curtained window, the drapes were suddenly pulled back.
Same Blanchard family, different branch. So Amanda was midwife, and the upstairs bathroom was not a bathroom, it was a birthing room.
What they saw made their blood run cold, the unmistakable feeling of being watched from within. For a brief moment, the curtains stayed open on their own before swiftly closing, as though something unseen had decided to end the encounter. Those brave enough to visit might hear the whispers of history or perhaps catch a glimpse of the shadowy figures that still watch from the windows, waiting. Just down the road from the lighthouse in the quaint town of Clare, another story of lingering spirits and dark secrets waits. The Doherty Hotel's rich, turbulent history is just as steeped in mystery as the spirits that call it home. Doherty Hotel, built in the 1920s, the Doherty Hotel is more than just a relic of Michigan's past. It's a portal to an era of crime, betrayal, and lingering spirits.
And it wasn't even doing that in our room. Like,
Beneath its charming brick facade lies a shadowy history that refuses to rest. Recently, two daring YouTubers decided to spend the day at the Doherty Hotel, documenting their chilling experience. What they encountered was nothing short of terrifying. Strange whispers echoed through empty hallways. Lights flickered without explanation, and an overwhelming sense of unease enveloped them. The most unnerving moment came when they heard the unmistakable sound of a baby crying. Yet upon investigation, they discovered they were alone in the area. But the terror peaked when, as they talked in a hallway, a shadowy figure emerged in the background. Upon closer inspection, the figure vanished, leaving them questioning who or what they had encountered. Who was that figure? Nobody knows. This eerie hallway encounter seemed to set the stage for what awaited them next. In room 480, the girls felt sudden cold spots, chilling their skin despite the warm air. They described a distinct sweet, smoky perfume scent lingering around them, growing stronger near the antique mirror.
there's just a lot of energy, though. Like,
A lot of energy.
I mean, that's probably why these two rooms are so chilled.
They are cold. They're not just chilled. You could feel like it's cold in here.
The fragrance seemed to follow them briefly before dissipating entirely, leaving an uncanny silence. Both believed the experience was tied to Helen Doherty, whose presence is rumored to haunt the room, echoing her untimely fate. The Doherty Hotel is more than just a relic of the past. It's a place where time warps and the supernatural lingers in every shadow. Would you dare to spend the day in a hotel where the past is very much alive? And for those seeking a truly chilling encounter, the infamous Eloise Asylum stands as one of Michigan's most haunting locations. The haunted Eloise Asylum.
What did they do to you here? That's me.
Stab.
It said stab?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nestled in the shadows of Michigan's haunting history, Eloise Asylum looms large, a place of whispered secrets and spectral tales. Its story begins in 1832 under the guise of the Wayne County Poorhouse in Detroit, offering refuge to the destitute. But even in those early days, there was an ominous undercurrent. The asylum moved to its fateful location in 1839, replacing the Black Horse Tavern, a stagecoach stop that seemed destined to harbor restless spirits. Of the 146 residents initially housed there,
and some people swear it's haunted.
111 refused to follow the institution into its wilderness, as if sensing the foreboding aura that would soon cloak the grounds. The name Eloise carries an eerie poignancy. In 1894, the U.S. Post Office demanded a short, unique name for the area. Eloise Dickerson, the 4-year-old daughter of a local official, lent her name to the institution. Ironically, her innocence contrasts starkly with the suffering and despair that would soon define the asylum.
Weak.
Well, if you're weak and you're trying to
Staff? Is that what she said?
What was start? No, start.
The very air around Eloise seemed to tremble with a sinister energy, as if it knew the torment that awaited within its walls. By the 1930s, Eloise Asylum spanned nearly 1,000 acres with 78 buildings. housing thousands of forgotten souls in its N building alone. Behind its walls, patients suffered brutal treatments, and the morgue stood as a grim reminder of those who never left. Across Michigan Avenue, Eloise Cemetery held over 7,000 unmarked graves. The asylum's troubled history was marked by fires, mysterious deaths, and ghostly sightings, shadowy figures, and cries of a grieving woman searching for her lost child. The asylum's morgue and underground tunnels are particularly notorious. Staff and visitors have reported cold spots, unexplainable whispers, and the sense of being watched.
Friends!
Yeah, we're friends.
We are.
I thought that was distraught.
The cemetery, overgrown and desolate, holds an even darker allure. Paranormal investigators claim it is one of Michigan's most haunted locations, with reports of spectral figures and the faint sound of children laughing, an unsettling echo of the orphans who once called Eloise home. In 1979, Eloise's last psychiatric patient departed, leaving behind an empty shell filled with memories too dark to fade. Yet the spirits of the past seem reluctant to leave. Today, the remaining buildings, particularly the K-Beard building, stand as monuments to the asylum's tortured history.
See that orange light right there in front of me? Right there.
Within its small museum, relics such as leather restraints and patient records whisper of lives lost to the shadows. As the years pass, Eloise Asylum remains a chilling enigma, a place where history and the paranormal intertwine. Its once thriving grounds now echo with the ghostly remnants of its tragic past. Dare to explore, but beware. Eloise is a place where the line between the living and the dead blurs.
What did they do to you here? That's me.
Stab.
It said stab?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the echoes of its haunted legacy may follow you long after you leave. If these chilling tales sent shivers down your spine, there's so much more to uncover. Don't miss out on our spine-tingling adventures. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell to explore the paranormal with us. Share your own ghostly encounters in the comments below. The hauntings have just begun.